Hello, my psychic friends. This is Janet, and I'm talking about ghosts during spooky season. And one thing when you're a psychic and you're spiritual and you're working with spirit, and I know plenty of psychics that aren't spiritual, like they're not interested in their own spiritual growth or anything like that. They're just have a gift that they like to use. So, but if you're a spiritual psychic, if you like, you know, if you want to grow spiritually, intentionally, if you want to awaken and enlighten, and you want to bring more light into the world, and you want to support the world, you have to work in a way that's intentional. You have to have a reason for what you're doing. So if you're doing readings, you have to know why you're doing the readings, what you're getting out of it, and what you're giving to it. And the same goes for all the things you do that are spiritual. Why do you meditate? Why do you connect with your guides and all that stuff? So you really have to be focused and intentional when you're doing spiritual things. So when you're, going into spaces that are haunted and or you're trying to, working with Ghostbusters, or you're, doing psychic investigations and things like that, you have to ask yourself why. So usually people that are ghost investigators, Ghostbusters or whatever, they don't have any purpose behind it other than to see if there's a ghost there or not, and that's it. There's no other point. You're not trying to clear the energy. You're not trying to help someone over to the other side. You're not trying to do anything that is um, beneficial to, you going there. Just simply going there to get a little thrill is not, there's no point to it. So I don't understand, I think it's a little bit of a controversial opinion, but I don't understand the point of doing ghost investigations unless you're there for a purpose, like clearing it out, or doing some kind of healing. So anyway, be intentional with your psychic senses, and we'll see you next time. Hello, my psychic friends. This is Janet, and I'm talking about ghosts during spooky season. And one thing when you're a psychic and you're spiritual and you're working with spirit, and I know plenty of psychics that aren't spiritual, like they're not interested in their own spiritual growth or anything like that. They're just